Welcome to the Pulp Film Lab. I'm Lauren Poole. I usually sit in this chair during this show. Hello. And today we're going to be watching Night of the Living Dead. Look at the couch. It's got Adrian Wallen and Jason Witter on it. Adrian, say what's up.
Hi, I'm Adrian Wallen, and Alex couldn't make it this week. So I have a beard, and I like movies. I'm going to keep the seat warm for him.
And who's this guy to your left?
This is Jason. He's a pretty cool cat who does movie stuff.
And Jason, you're our guest today.
Yes, I am. Thank you for having me.
Where do you hail from?
Where do I hail from?
Yeah.
It's a really long story. Do you want it?
A little bit.
You want the short story?
The short story.
Okay, I was born outside of Chicago. My family moved to Crown Point, New Mexico when I was 4. I grew up there, came to UNM when I was 18, and I've been here ever since.
I like that story.
Yeah. There's a lot more to it. There's a lot more drama and excitement and comedy mixed in there, but that was a condensed version. Can I show this really quickly?
Yes.
This is Pizza Girl Massacre. This is the movie we're going to be talking about. Available on DVD, Amazon.com. We'll talk about that in a little while.
Yeah. But what's the movie we're going to be watching today? It's one of your favorites.
Night of the Living Dead.
Why did you pick it?
Why Night of the Living Dead? Because it is a classic zombie movie, George Romero. 1968 it came out, and I think it just blew people's minds when it came out. I mean, can you imagine 1968 going to see Night of the Living Dead? I mean, obviously now we're so desensitized, violence, gore, whatever, but seeing that movie in 1968, it's one of the first movies that actually shows really graphic violence. There's some really graphic, gory scenes in that. And I think it's kind of, you know, the precursor. There were obviously zombie-type movies before that, but it's really kind of the great granddaddy of all zombie movies. So, yeah, it's a classic. And we're also going to talk about Romeo and Juliet versus the Living Dead a little bit, which is a movie I worked on. So there's the tie-in there, Night of the Living Dead, Romeo and Juliet versus the Living Dead.
It's almost too perfect.
Yeah, a little bit.
Adrian, do you have any fun factoids about this film that you'd like to share?
I have many, Lauren.
Address the camera, sir.
I'll roll out with my first one. This movie cost $114,000 to make. Now, I'm not a filmmaker, so I don't really know what that means. Can you give us a little bit of insight into what $114,000 as a budget is?
Well, nowadays $114,000 is considered a very, very micro budget. We shot Pizza Girl Massacre for $7,500, so
okay.
Yeah,
well done.
Good
so
perspective.
$114,000 now is still a very small budget. I imagine in 1968 it was still a small budget. It was, you know, relatively speaking, but it was probably, it was more, I mean, I don't know what that would translate into in today's terms. It's still considered a low budget movie. Even in 68, I'm sure 114,000 was a low budget movie for that time.
And it made him 12 million or something?
Oh, like 30 or 40 million.
What?
Yeah.
These numbers are all true.
Yeah.
Don't bother to fact check them, please. Hit us with some quick facts before the commercial break.
The car used in the opening scene was a '67 Pontiac Tempest. It was owned by Johnny's mother, who died in the first scene and was actually used on set by the whole crew. They wrecked it, and George Romero incorporated that into the movie. When the car hits the tree, he's using that wrecked car to make it look as if it happened in the movie.
What? What a great fun fact. We'll be back with more Night of the Living Dead after this message. Station break.
New Mexico actor Chad Brummett appeared in which of the following films? The Lone Ranger, Transcendence, 3:10 to Yuma, or all of the above?